Kia ora Aotearoa and welcome to Kickstart. My name is Moss and I'm super excited to welcome you to our very first episode of our show. Here at Kickstart, we are all about, you guessed it, art. Each week, we will shine a light on different Kiwi artists, bringing them to the forefront and giving them the recognition that they deserve. Today, I'm joined by my co-host Ethan, who will start today's episode with an interview with children's author Claire Maybe, who's here to talk about the second book in her Raven's Eye book series. Over to you, Ethan.
Thanks, Moss. We're super excited. Oh, do you want to do it?
Nah, you got it.
Thanks, Ethan. Thank you, Moss. We have a killer show lined up for you today. First, we're going to be talking with Wellington-based author Claire Maybe, who's in the studio with us today, about her new book, The Raven's Eye Rebellion. After that, we're going to have a look at the new Kiwi film Uproar, which is available to watch on AraVision. And finally, we'll look at the music video for Lonely, a catchy little song from Poneke-based music artist Clova.
We're delighted to welcome Claire Maybe into the studio today. Claire, thank you so much for joining us. Please tell us all about your brand new book.
Well, thanks for having me. So my brand new book is the second in a series, and it's set in another world, so it's like very different to our world. There's no technology, and it's basically about children who find out some pretty terrible things about how their world is run, and they set out to try and change it. And there's magic involved, and a raven with one eye, and there's a magical boat which expands and contracts depending on who's in it. Yeah, it's kind of a wild adventure.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. What's the inspiration behind your work?
I am a massive reader, so I've been a reader my whole life, and I just always love the magic of books and that feeling of being totally immersed. So I wanted to do that. I'm massively inspired by New Zealand writers like Maurice G, who his series, the Half Men of O series, was very impactful on me when I was a kid. So when I came to start writing really seriously, it was that kind of age group that just popped out of my brain, like that kind of 11, 12-year-old optimism and energy and daring, and yeah, just really wanted to, I think I have an inner child that really wanted to have an adventure, so I just wrote myself one.
Great expressionism, and also being inspired by other Kiwi artists and writers, and channeling that through your own is really unique, and we love to hear stuff like that. Obviously, you just said that this is the second book in a series. Is there any more on the way that you might think, or are we just sticking with a duo for now?
Yeah, I think there is a third one, but before I write that, I am writing 2 really short books set in Wellington, just because I just suddenly felt really strongly that I needed to write about home. So they're still for children, and there's still some magic involved, but they're set here,
Yep.
and it's been super fun writing them. So I just want to get those done and then return to this world.
Are they part of the Raven's Eye sort
No,
of
they're
world,
totally
or?
different. Yeah,
Awesome,
totally
great.
different.
And
Yeah.
could you give us a little sneak
see
what it's about, maybe, by chance?
There is a little boy, he's 8. His best friend has moved to England, so he's a bit lonely,
Yeah.
and he meets a really strange little boy in the bush.
Okay.
And it's about, I really loved these books when I was a kid by Brian Froud, who is the artist behind The Goblins in the Labyrinth.
Oh,
I don't know
my
if you've
goodness,
seen
yes,
that
of
movie.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's kind of about that, like the nature of fairies not being like these pretty little winged things, but actually quite naughty and a little bit scary.
Yeah.
So it's a fairy story set in Wellington.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Is there any advice? Obviously, you work in children's books. You work kind of curating these stories for younger audiences. And what we here on Kickstart really love to engage our younger audience and demographic, but also the larger demographic at all, is showing them and showcasing youthful art and art that is being subjected to people in that kind of age range. So is there any sort of inspiration or maybe even advice that you would give to younger writers who want to get published, or maybe anyone who wants to put their work on a bigger stage?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would just focus on the writing itself, like just have fun writing without any external pressure, because it's
Yeah.
that's the special part, is just the creating something and learning. Like, I feel like I'm still really learning about what writing even is.
Of course.
So it's just focusing on that first, and then once you've got something you feel has an energy to it and that feels like the best thing you can do, go out and just get people to read it
Yeah,
and
of
get
course.
feedback, and then just go hard submitting it, and good luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Claire.
Yeah.
Now we've actually got a bit of a little game planned. Our game is called Lingo Bingo. We will show that to you in just a moment, that where Claire and Ethan are going to go head to head with Moss. But before we find out who is lit and literate, let's take a look at the deep dive into Wellington's brand new library from our VT team. Please take it away.
Kia ora, Kickstart. My name's Jacob and I'm here in front of Te Matapihi Ki Te Ao Nui, aka the new Wellington Library. It's recently reopened after strenuous renovations and refurnishing. There's some great new spaces that it has to offer the Wellington public. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Come on.
So at Te Matapihi Ki Te Ao Nui, the new services that are available that people may not know about is our makerspace.
So the makerspace is basically a room where you can come and make stuff, which sounds really simple, but it's giving people access to machinery, equipment, software that they couldn't necessarily get at home. Well, just to come in and use the space, there's no charge at all. So anyone can walk in, use the sewing machines, that's all free. CNC, you're looking around $5 per half hour. 3D printers, the filament guys here, these are 10 cents per gram of material used, and then resin printers 20 cents per milliliter. Not everyone can afford this at home, and that's a lot of what libraries are about, is giving people access to things that they could not necessarily buy. Like, we have computers out there for people to use, we have, you know, books, encyclopedias, all that sort of stuff. This is an extension of that.
Public libraries are still important in 2026 because community needs more spaces to congregate and connect, and also be able to find access to all different forms of knowledge.
It's nice to be able to go somewhere it's free. You can come into and just hang out, buy coffee if you need to, but there's no pressure to get out.
Also, there are so many things to watch, to listen, to read.
And that's us here at the new library. Back to you in the studio.
And welcome back to Kickstart. It is now time for the Lingo Bingo. Ethan, would you please explain the game to our viewers?
I sure can, Ethan. The game is quite simple. We've put together two lists. One has Gen Z slang, and the other has more sophisticated or cultured words. Claire here must guess the meaning of the Gen Z slang words, whilst Ethan and Moss will be guessing the meaning of these highbrow or more eloquent words. Whoever can guess the most words meanings correctly up to the letter of 3 or before the time runs out will win the grand prize of this $2 coin.
Only $2.
Well, you act like we have a budget, Moss. Right, let's get started. Claire, we'll start with you. Would you please give me the definition of sigma?
I have no idea what Sigma means. I'm gonna go with, like, it's really great. Something is great.
Listening in? We will not accept that answer, so sorry, Claire. Well, good try, good try. Over to you, Moss and Ethan. Please give me the definition of enigmatic.
Ooh, tough word. Is it like is it something to do with motion or?
Oh, I'm also not going to accept that one. Sorry, guys. Back over to you, Claire. Please give me the definition of the phrase locked in.
Locked in. Isn't that like a syndrome where you are fully conscious but your body is not working?
We won't accept that one, but I like that. It's new and energetic. I think I'll start using that terminology just like that from now on. Over to you, Moss and Ethan. Please give me the definition of sonder.
Ooh, that's like sonder's like a feeling. It's quite like present. It's kind of sad. Yeah, kind of sad in a way, realizing stuff.
We are going to accept that one. Congratulations, Moss and Ethan. Back over to you, Claire. Please give me the definition of aura.
An aura is like an invisible to most, but some people can see kind of like a person's color scheme around their body, and it's like a spiritual, pseudoscientific energy field.
That is correct, but unfortunately in terms of Gen Z terminology, it is incorrect, so we won't be able to accept that.
Guys.
Thank you for trying, Claire. Over to you, Moss and Ethan again. Please give me the definition of malarkey.
Malarkey.
I have
Is it like
never
a
heard of
place
this
or
word.
something? No. Yeah, no idea,
No.
sorry.
No idea?
No.
Back over to you, Claire. We'll do one last Gen Z terminology. The word bet, if used in the sentence of Gen Z slang, what would be the definition?
I feel I should swap onto the other table. But bet is like a loss? Like you've lost something? I have no idea. I'm sorry, I've got no idea.
And unfortunately, we won't accept that one either. But since we are tied up, we will flip for the $2 coin, and I'll just do that here.
It's gone.
Right. Thank you so much, Claire. You will take home the $2
Thanks,
coin today.
guys.
Thank you so much for playing, everyone.
What?
It has been an absolute pleasure playing with you, Claire. And thank you so much for coming on the show. We will also be giving you a Kickstart bookmark for your book, and
Oh,
hopefully we see you
amazing.
again. All the best on your future endeavors. Over to you, Ethan.
Next up is our film segment, where we will be discussing through our thoughts of a Kiwi-made film. Today we're talking about the Kiwi film Uproar. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Chugga, 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 chugga. Big black engine coming through.
Josh, I've started an amateur drama club at lunchtime. Well, there's 4 of us, so it's not big, but still.
Why are you asking me?
I just thought it might be something you'd enjoy.
5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things. Food!
Bread. Yes!
I think you should coach the team.
Homo. Was that a question or a statement? What? You know, was it a question like, am I a homo, or was it a statement like, you're a homo?
Performing arts sounds like a secure career move.
Madigan says I'm a good actor.
Oh, does he?
And you are not crap, Josh.
Well,
Any behaviour that threatens our ideal will not be tolerated.
Prambo, come join us.
I'm not really a macho. More of a sitter.
You can't be like that. Out here is the real world. It's different, so you've got to be different.
I didn't know all that about your people.
Darling, they're your people too. You know how to work that thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Joshua chose to disobey my instructions.
You nearly sabotage everything.
We were protesting.
They told you you get expelled from school.
I hate that school. I'm a Maori surrounded by white kids. You don't know what it feels like to not fit in.
It's hard, and you can't do the thing that makes you, you.
You got one job, love. You do whatever I need you to do to keep this family together.
We have the whole world watching us right now, and we can't waste this moment.
Josh is a really tricky kid to get to know. It's when he's performing that we get the best insight as to who he really is.
We all have our stories. They're not there to pull us down. They're there to push us forward.
You know this way's faster, right?
I think I've ruptured my gluteus maximus.
It is impossible to rupture your ass.
It is now time to talk about Uproar, directed by Hamish Bennett and Paul Middleditch.
In the studio today, we have a very special guest with us, a third-year film production student from Massey University, who will join us on our discussion of Uproar.
Brilliant. Welcome back to Kickstart, everyone. Will you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Thanks for having me. My name is Ethan.
Oh,
Well, why don't you tell us what you liked about the film, Ethan?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I was thinking like
giving
narrative.
away
Wait,
three
no,
or
just Ethan, please, just Ethan. You go, Ethan.
Which one?
Well, our guest, Ethan, special guest, thank you.
Right. Uproar was a great movie. I really, really loved it. I loved how it tackled really serious themes, and yet it was still like such a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
And it told a really personal story in tangent with the Springbok tour, which is historical and really important to New Zealand. I reckon, so.
It's got a lot of callbacks to it. Like at the beginning, he's almost the beginning when he met the protesters for the first time, he was like, "I'm not a marcher, I'm more of a sitter." And the film ends with him sitting as like his protest was just sitting on the ground.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
No, I'm a big sucker for a non-fiction or a non-fictional setting, but a fictional story, that comes out of life. I think they really handled the setting and the historical significance, but telling a unique fictional story about drama and theater and coming as your own as an artist, which is of course we're always looking for, which is great. Yeah. Big standout performances, of course, Julian Dennison. I mean, stat cast, Rhys Darby. What about those performances? What do we think, guys?
Oh,
awesome. Performances are great. There was a really great moment I love with Rhys Darby when the main character Josh asks him his stance on like what's happening with the Springbok tour, and Rhys's character, he says that he's like a covert supporter, like he's on the sidelines, and then the camera holds on him, and you can see him reflecting, and then he admits that he's a coward because he's too scared to speak up because he doesn't want to lose his job and his life. It was just a really powerful performance, and especially Julian. The moment where he performs the haka for his audition tape, that was really good.
Yeah.
I like how they use the pigmentation of actual sports and rugby and everything as a kind of a way to explain being on the sidelines, literally, and also feeling left out or like an outsider.
Yeah, at the beginning of like the first 40-50 minutes of the film, I find it really boring because nothing is happening. He was refused. Josh was refusing to do anything at that point, and then in the last 30 minutes, suddenly it goes from here to here. It's like everything's happening and everyone's changing. He's finding his belonging. It's so beautiful.
What about you, Ethan? What did you think about the first 40-ish minutes?
I thought it was good. I did like how Julian's character he's sitting on the fence and then he's forced to act and he's forced to find himself. It was really
Quite
good.
beautiful. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ethan, and obviously, cheers for coming on the show. We hope to see you again. Talking about uproar, well, that's really made me think about the importance of following creative passion, which is kind of at the root of that film, which of course will bring us to our next segment where emerging artist Lauren Daughtery, also known as Clova, will be joining us to discuss her music video and her process. But first, let's take a look at her music video for her song Lonely. Please, take it away.
to Kickstart Clover. Thank you for spending your time with us today. You just recently released your debut album Spiral, which is super exciting. You've got some really good feedback from your audience, and you've also been played on radio show over at George FM. How does it feel to have an audience that really takes in your work and really appreciates it?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me here as well.
Of course.
Yeah, it feels really cool to pop music out there and for people to be connecting with it.
Yeah.
Because this is my first sort of like professional output.
Really?
So, yeah, it's really great. It's such a beautiful buzz to know that people are listening to the songs like in their car or at work. I've been sent videos of people playing the songs out in the club as well.
Oh,
so
that's great.
It's
awesome.
great that people like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a
Very
beautiful
cool.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I've heard this album has been worked on for a while, with the tracks for Irish Luck and 222 Infinity being shown on Instagram back in 2024 and 25. Walk us through your creative process and your inspiration for the over the last 2 years.
Yeah, so it did take quite a while for me to get to the point of releasing the album because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but also over the last 2 years I've been trying to find my sound and craft what I want to put out there. And so yeah, Irish Luck was the first track that I made in 2024, and it's the first track I wrote the lyrics before I actually made the beats. So after I did that, I sort of wanted to I knew that I wanted the body of work centered around sort of the themes of like Irish luck and like spirals, and so that's sort of where the idea first came from. And since then I've just been working while doing uni and sort of building them in the background. But yeah, this year was the year where I was like, I need to get a body of work out there because better for people to be listening to it than it to be sitting away and me too scared to release it. So.
Of course. It's really cool. And I mean, speaking of, you mentioned earlier that you've been playing lots of cool events lately. You know, you've been able to do Twisted and even most recently Cupa Dupa. So we have to ask: is there any moment you've had recently? It's a kind of the show must go on sort of moment, or anything that you've found, I don't know, difficult to bring out of one of your performances?
Yeah, that's a good question. I definitely have had quite a few of those moments, especially at Twisted Frequency, because this year we were battling torrential rain and flooding of the Cobb River. So,
as we are also this morning.
Yes, exactly, yeah. It was pretty surreal having to wade through mud and like flooding to get to the stage. And the flooding got so high that it was at the bottom of the speaker stacks, and the crowd was still just sitting in like knee-high mud, like raving. And yeah, I was really scared my violin was going to get really wet because the stage was like sort of half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was a live set. So yeah,
of course.
That was one of the moments where I was like, what am I doing, wading through the mud to play to all these people who are,
Well, it's always good to have a backup plan, but we also like an artist without one, just knowing that you have to go straight for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the show must go on.
Great, the show must go on. Well, as we all know, Pānaki is obviously packed with so much creative talent, not only from individuals, but artists that are wanting to emerge as well. Are there any collaborations with artists that you really are aching to be a part of, or are there any collaborations that you've had in the past that you'd like to re-spark and bring back?
Yeah, definitely. I think Wellington has got such a great music scene and it's really diverse. So I'm blessed that I've worked with quite a lot of people, which will hopefully, some of those collaborations will be coming out on the B-side.
Oh, exciting. Nice.
My friend Pearly, who is an amazing D&B DJ and vocalist, we've been working on a couple tracks together. But I think in terms of future collaboration, I'd love to work with Bad Tab.
Okay.
Who are a Massey band here.
Yeah,
I've done lots of strings for their work, but I'd love to, actually sit down in the studio and make a song with them.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Well, that would be so exciting. Mas, over to you.
Well, thank you, Clover, for joining us. We've really enjoyed your time with us.
Thank you.
Now, remember, Clover's new album, Spiral, is available to listen on Spotify right now, so go give it a listen. Clover, are you looking at any future venues to play?
Yeah, my friends have just recently opened a club called Afters. Shout out
exciting.
Afters. It's on Dixon Street. It used
Perfect.
to be where the Heartbreaker chicken place was, but they've completely redone it. They've got a custom built sound system, so I'm hoping to do my B-side release party there.
That would be awesome.
Mid-May. So
yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, there you have it. Now let's listen to the rest of Lonely.
So many people here, be yourself.
everyone from Clover. I really can't wait to hear it next at our live show. Speaking of live shows, we've created a little list of events going on in Poneke and wider Aotearoa over the next few weeks. From the start of May all the way to the 24th, you'll be cracking up and falling down from laughter at the 2026 NZ International Comedy Festival. There'll be over 600 performances from around 200 comedians, so you're certain to find a comedian that's right up your alley. Then you can finish off the month with some elegance and to also really annoy Timothy Chalamet by going to see the wonderful Royal New Zealand Ballet at their show Voyages at the Hannah Playhouse in Wellington from May 27th to 29th. In between the chaos, you can sit down with some popcorn and large fizzy at the Bath Mountain Film Festival, proudly sponsored by New Zealand Alpine Club, which features a collection of the most thought-provoking films in the world's most esteemed mountain film festival. The festival will run from May to July across Aotearoa. Now before we end tonight's episode, we'll give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up next on Kickstart.
Next time on Kickstart, we'll have another awesome author joining us in the studio, not to be confused, Ethan. Tracy Farr will be telling us about her book, Wonderland. We will also be hearing from some hot takes of our personal presenters. Hopefully nothing too controversial. We don't want to get canceled after episode 2, Ethan.
No, definitely not. And it seems music will be tying our review segment together as we talk about New Zealand music artist Marlon Williams' new documentary, followed by Poneke-based musician Grace Elizabeth in the studio to review the music video for Youngblood performed by New Zealand band The Naked and Famous.
Awesome. Well, that's it from me and Ethan.
That's been a blast, Ethan.
It sure has, Ethan. Over to you, Moss.
Thank you all for joining us here on Kickstart. It's been so much fun having you along for the ride. Just want to say thank you to all of our amazing guests taking us a journey into the world today and showcasing these special talents. Aotearoa is truly full of incredible artists. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date with all things Kickstart. Ka kite everyone and stay creative.